For years, readers enjoyed the gritty adventures of the vigilante cop Lawson Seeker. Nearly a decade after his last adventure, the detective himself has come back for what will be his final adventure in The Funny Man. You know him as the critically acclaimed author of everyone's favourite crime thriller series. Please welcome to the show, Wyatt Hentrak.
Oh, thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's great to be here. Thank you.
So, just to address the elephant in the room, it's been 9 whole years since your last book. Why is that?
Well, you know, this whole story needs a good ending, and these things don't just get handed to you.
That's true, but on that note, how did you know that you were actually able to achieve that?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that aren't you at all worried that the big gap between books might have had an effect on the quality of your writing?
No, of course not. What I meant to say is that I really need to get this story right. And I certainly don't want to be shrimping on the finer details that the audience expects of me. I'm very tuned into this sort of thing.
Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you meant to say skimp.
Oh, what did I say?
Well, you said shrimp.
Lucky I've got an editor then.
Maybe I should be the writer here. I've talked to that many authors, you'd think I'd know all the tricks.
Okay, but it's really not that easy.
What makes you say that?
Look, I know that not all my books are perfect, and it takes the intuition of a great writer to fully respect that. I am a good writer.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's definitely a given. As you said, not every work is perfect, but even then, I'm sure the ones that aren't are still considered guilty pleasures by many of your fans.
But why does it have to be guilty? I'm not guilty of anything. Well, maybe a couple of small things like spelling mistakes and bad parking. Look, the only thing I'm really guilty of is taking the time to really get this ending right. I want my characters to have the send-off that they deserve.
Well, it's good to know that you plan on giving your characters the send-off they deserve, but what about you? What's next for the great Wyatt Hentrak?
Oh my God, Wyatt. This is dire. I'm not publishing this.
What? No, it's fine. I was just fixing some mistakes.
Wyatt, the villain dies twice now. You describe Lawson's hat about 15 times, and the 4th chapter ends with a picture of a flower.
Okay, no problem. I'll just refix it then.
Or, instead of that, we can continue on with the book release that I signed off years ago, and you can get over yourself. Now, do you want to keep stressing about this book for the rest of time, or do you want to start stressing about whatever you're doing next?
I just don't want to be the laughingstock of the industry.
But you aren't, though. I swear, Wyatt, you only see the reactions you want to see.
You know, I just realised I don't use the word shrimp once. Not once.
I don't care. Can I get $1? You're your own worst critic, Wyatt. Other people will read this thing sooner or later, and some will like it, and some won't. But who cares? That's what I'm hoping this book reading will show you.
Book reading?
Didn't you get my email? It's at the comedy club tomorrow night. Oh, can I get another $1? They've upped it.
You're making me read at a comedy club. I'm going to be laughed off stage.
Well, at least you'll be in the right place for it. Look, your book's called The Funny Man. It's thematic. It's fun. Weaponise it. You could do a good laugh, I can tell. Plus, it was dirt cheap. And speaking of dirt and cheap, I've got a charity ball tomorrow. I'm so desperate to not turn up in a blouse that looks like I've fallen into a shrimp thing at that hibachi place.
Maybe I do need a good laugh. And I need to get to know my audience a bit better.
I didn't actually fall into the shrimp thing, you know. It just looks like it.
Look, it's not like anyone eats the shrimp anyway. It's like, it's
So, what's next for the great Wyatt Hentrak? A new series, perhaps?
Well, writing is easy, to be fair. Look, it's not that hard. Anyone can pick it up, and you just have to trick yourself into thinking that you can do it, and yeah, you can do anything. I'm thinking of doing something really new. Maybe stand up. God knows, I make myself laugh all the time.
Oh. Oh. Oh.